Hi there, it's day 4 of my advent calendar of Squeezeboxes. Well done, you've made it to Friday of the first week of the advent calendar. And I'm going to give you the first proper weird thing that I don't normally play. Let's get straight in here. It's this instrument, and it's very big. So this is about not quite twice as big as most Melodeons I've got, but it's absolutely huge and it's very heavy. And the reason is that this is the Hohner Elysium. It's a bass Melodeon. This is pitched in CF. I'm going to start playing things on it straight away because it's all about the notes it makes. We've got 3 voices on the right hand. There's low, low and even lower. So it's 3 reeds all playing very low down. So in the standard register, one thing to add with this one is that it's a club model Melodeon. This hasn't been declubbed, which means that one of the notes in the middle of the right hand side plays the same note in both directions. So it's a system I don't normally play, but it's yeah, anyway, so that you've heard how it is in its standard register, and it goes down an octave below that as well. And that's well into the bass, normal bass register of the instrument, so you can sort of get on the left hand. It only has basses, so where you'd expect these to be in bass and chord pairs on most Melodeons, the basses are what they would normally be. So but there's an extra octave lower reed in there that you almost can't hear. You can definitely feel it when you're playing. You can feel the vibration of those low reeds. That C is your lowest note. So where the chords would normally be, it's fleshed out with some extra basses. So you have all the accidentals and some in different directions. I've got the F note there on the pull, but I've also got it on the push there. So yeah, very unusual designed instrument, and I think we can see it next to a pokerwork just to see how big this thing actually is, because it's difficult to get a sense of scale without something else. I bought it because, well, I saw it for sale and I thought, oh, bass Melodeon, I've got to have that. It has yet to find any solid purpose in my collection, but it's one of the ones that I'm hanging on to, thinking that it's going to have something really handy to do later on. Anyway, that being said, it has been fully restored by the previous owner, and it's in really, really good condition for a 30s instrument. And it's not one of their lower quality ones. It's got some nice features like a mechanical bellows lock, so now I can't move the bellows, and I just flick a little switch behind here and then they'll move again. So that means you don't need to have any straps to hold the bellows together, it just stays there. So I think we should have a look inside this one and just show you some of those really big reeds. So here's the Hohner Elysium, and I am going to have a look inside at several things on this. First I want to have a look at the bellows locking mechanism. Oh, it's heavy. This little lever here locks the bellows and unlocks them mechanically from the inside. Nice clever little thing. I also want to have a look at how big the reeds are. So we'll start by taking the left hand off. Because it's a bigger instrument, this has got 3 pins on each face. So I'll speed this up. So here we have the inside of the Hohner Elysium. Look at the size of that hole for the air button. When I press the air button, about half the Melodeon comes away. And then These are the reeds I'm talking about, these big ones here. They take up half the instrument. I mean, that's about the width of a poker work. So these reeds are getting on for the same size. And as I said when I was playing it, the lowest ones of these reeds on the left hand, I can't really hear them, I can feel them. Then above that we've got reed blocks. I'm not going to take these off because they're quite complicated reed blocks, but we have a set of normal bass reeds here, a set of higher bass reeds. These have got weights on. Flick to hear what pitch they're at. So yeah, so there's quite a lot of higher reeds in there to let the sound carry. But these things, I've never seen anything like them. Absolutely huge. And they take a mammoth amount of air. Now, onto the bellows lock. As you can see here, there's just a hook there. So there's the treble side. You see these two very heavy-duty rigidity-making pieces of metal attaching the reed blocks to each other to keep them from vibrating too much. And some very heavily weighted reeds in there. This is the bellows lock mechanism. So you have a little switch on the back. See, it just moves that bar across, and when the bass end's attached, the bar moves over the hook. That's all it does, and holds the bellows together. Lovely. And as you can see, some lovely printing in there. It's all in German. Geslimmt auf. Anyway, it's Konrad Meiser, Weingarten, Würzburg. And there's a date in there, 1949. So it's actually potentially post-war, this one. Or that could be a sale date. It might not be made there. But yeah, amazing what writing you find inside. A model number 880 on the inside of this. So I'll put it back together and make some noises with it. So I don't know really much more that I can say about this. It's just a very big, very deeply pitched CF Melodeon. It has some funny extra bass notes instead of chords. It has it's still clubbed, which means I'm going to play it wrong, but I do really enjoy owning it. I know that sounds weird. It's just, it makes such a glorious sound, and the engineering involved is so specific. So I'm going to give you a tune on it anyway. This is something Christmassy, but very low pitched and slower, because it's a lot harder to play these low notes in a fast manner. The Hohner Elysium. Very strange instrument. See you next time.